What do you think? Go weigh in on Facebook. All right, recipe number one for the big game. Got to have brats, right? It's a season opener, but why not dress them up and take them to a whole another level? I'm going to show you how to do Brat Grinders, big, messy, yummy, drippy sandwiches that are perfect for watching at home, or even if you're tailgating, you're lucky enough to go to the game. So I'm going to keep it easy and start with pre-cooked brats that we're just going to warm up and put some nice grill marks on. But any type of brat would work. And this is, by the way, a great way to use leftover brats. So let's say that you're doing a bunch of brats for the game on Sunday, and you've got some leftovers, which always happens to me. What do you do with leftover brats besides heating them in the microwave and sticking them on a bun? Well, turn them into these brat grinders later in the week. A whole nother meal. They are delicious. And like I say, come on, it's football food to have a big messy sandwich. I'm just going to weight these down a little bit just to get them going. All right, we're keeping it all, or a lot of it, green and gold today. So to go with these big messy sandwiches, I'm going to saute up some onions and peppers. So think kind of like Philly cheesesteak, but instead we're using brats. So I'm going to slice up, I'm going to get some onion going, some sliced onion. And hey, tonight is book club meeting. Be there or be square if you reserve your spot. We're at the Bottle Room in Suamico. 5:30 is when we start, and if you missed out on this one, shame on you. No, I'm just kidding. We will be announcing the next book club book soon. So just keep watching, and we'll let you know what we're reading and where we're headed next time. So, but there is some construction on Lineville, so if you are headed to book club, you may want to find another way off of 41. That's that whole exit ramp, I believe, is still shut down. It was earlier this week anyway, so maybe get off the exit before. I'm not sure, but call them and see the best way to get there. I know how I'm going to get there, but everybody's coming from a different way, so. High school football game this weekend. They are going to be chilly on Friday night. Woo. Greg's mom, my director's mom, is going to be 90 years old this weekend on Sunday. Marge, happy 90th birthday. Greg, will you share some pictures next week? Okay, I know they're having a big shindig for mom, and at 90, I think you better go all out, Greg. You still have to get her a card, even though we mentioned her name on TV. So, and the Better Half makes its debut tomorrow. At this same time, 10 o'clock on Fridays during Packer season, we've got some of the same ladies from last year and some new Packer wives. On tomorrow's show, I'm going to be cooking with Jordy Nelson's wife, Emily Nelson. She is a cutie patootie, and she's a great cook. She's going to share a bunch of recipes on how to deal with those kind of need-to-be-used bananas. She's got a killer banana sheet cake recipe, which would actually be perfect dessert because it is yellow for the game. And then it's got homemade cream cheese frosting. It is amazing. We're also going to make just some more fun, different recipes that her son loves with bananas. Okay. So these are starting to get a little soft. Let me check on my brats. Apple picking season is here. So excited. I love to go apple picking. I had not been yet, but we go every year, and so Ireland still loves to go. So if she still likes to go, I'm game. So may have to sneak some of that in this weekend. But did I mention yesterday I left my fall/early winter coat up at the cottage? Because it was a cool summer, especially to begin with, so I made Bob bring it up. I said, hey, can you find my coat? And so he brought it up, and then I put it in the closet, and then forgot it was there. So I think we're going to be having to take a trip to the cottage to, yeah, of course I have another one, Ann asked me, but this is my favorite one. It's my go-to. And I'm certainly not going to go out and buy another coat. It's hard to find that coat that you really love, you know. Okay. How are our peppers doing? So anyway, next Monday on the show, we are going crazy with apples. We have some amazing recipes. I'm going to show you how to do a pork roast with onions and apples. That's like the best pork roast that you have ever tasted. Unbelievable. We're also making a really delicious apple cake with a rum sauce. Apple cider cupcakes with apple cider frosting. Yeah, it's going to be good. We want a little apple overboard on this show. Okay, so our peppers are just starting to get a little soft. Now for the spread, we're actually going to do a mayo mustard spread. That's something a little different. You know, a lot of the top chefs are making sandwiches, you know, their thing. So they've already got a fancy kind of upscale restaurant. Now a lot of them are opening really amazing sandwich shops. And they're bringing, you know, sandwiches to a whole nother level. And I've talked to some of them, you know, because I'm lucky enough to actually get to work with some of these great chefs, and I get to learn so much from them. And the key ingredients I've asked them to a really great sandwich: great bread, great filling, and a really great spread. So certainly you could just do mustard, but we're going to take some real mayonnaise. And great spreads are really easy to do. So think outside the box. You could take some mayo and mix it with some pesto. You could take some sun-dried tomatoes and puree them up and mix that with mayo. And then you've got a sun-dried tomato mayo, roasted red peppers, puree them up, mix them with mayo. And then you've got a roasted red pepper. The fancy word is aioli. So think outside the box when you're putting some great sandwiches together, and put some fun spreads together too. So in this case, we're going to keep it simple. And we want some mustard to go with those brats. So I've got some mayonnaise, and then I've got some really nice German mustard. But Dijon mustard would also work. I wouldn't use the regular yellow mustard for this. These are just going to be a little bit nicer than that, and this spread's going to be yummy. So I'm going to take some of this spread and slather it on some nice crusty sub rolls or French bread. You could certainly do brat buns or hard rolls for this too. But my bread of choice is some nice French bread, and really no skimping on the sauce. I actually have one of those weekends with no real set plans, and I'm so excited about it, because that rarely happens in my life, or probably yours too. There's always something going on, except for the game on Sunday. That's all I've got going on. So, but next Saturday, not this Saturday, Saturday the 20th, I am doing a big cooking demo in Appleton, a big fall cooking demo at St. Peter Lutheran Church in Appleton. So please come see me. It's going to be a blast. So we've got our green and gold peppers, just keeping with the Packers theme. You could use whatever color peppers you want, but why not keep it green and gold? We've got those on our crusty French bread that we're going to actually pop this. You can either pre-toast the bread, or you can pop this whole thing in the oven. You could also, if you're tailgating or doing these at home, put these in foil and put them on the grill to rewarm them and melt the cheese. So then we're going to take our brats, which just now have some color on them, and we're just going to slice those up. So that's why I say it's a great way to use leftover brats, is because you just warm them and slice them up. Super easy peasy. Into, you know, not real big pieces. So, and then it's up to you if you want to cheese these. I do. It's Wisconsin. It's the game. So whatever your cheese of your choice is, I love some provolone on this. You could do a nice cheese sauce. And then up to you. You can put this on the grill, as I said, wrapped in foil, or the top shelf of your grill. Won't take long just to toast up that bun, melt that cheese, or if you're doing this for a game day party, you can just throw it in the oven just to, again, just for a few minutes to warm that bun, melt the cheese. So there you go, my Brat Grinder sandwiches. These are a winner. Everyone will love them. Just a new way to do brats. And we'll put the recipe on the website. Coming up, some more fun game day ideas. Wait till you see a couple of the neat appetizers we're going to make. One of them is a dessert dip. And if you like cookie dough, you are going to love this. Plus some neat tortilla roll-ups and lots more. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back.